Mm.
Come back to
Still with Sam, and he's showing me all the little spots. Like everyone's got a neighborhood, right? And everyone's got a little spot in the neighborhood where they go and hang out. And this is up in North County. I'm not familiar with North County. It's really nice. Look.
Yeah, and under here, there's OEDs that come on at night.
There's kayaks you can rent or whatever. And it's low tide right now, so peaceful. Wow.
Nice breeze too right now.
See the sunset? We live for these moments.
Of course I don't know you. I'm sitting here trying to listen to you. What is that? Fish.
Ashtray. Don't you dare dirty my dolphin water.
Please.
If they got chairs out here, you can sit. Oh, the retired life. That's right. Wow, really low tide. Look at the boats.
I'm pretty sure that's just for the residents. I'm gonna assume. Probably all resident stuff.
Super low tide. Mm. Since you guys are watching this, I'm also spearheaded the environmental justice and activism program soon, because you know everything is all nice and beautiful here like you see, until one day we don't have what we have because everyone's throwing trash into the ocean. And right now we still have that Pacific trash between Cali and Hawaii. Right now it's so much that sea life started to thrive on it. Sea turtles and whatever, they're still reproducing on plastics and microplastics. Something I did research on in college.
Oh yeah, I did.
Dwindling quickly. That should be there. That should be there. That should be there. None of that should be there. On the seagrass. Seagrass is actually protected. But it's dwindling so quickly, and there's so little of it, and so many of these sea animals live off of it.
Oh, that's sad.
Yep, and it was very abundant at one point, and with people dragging their motors through it, or you know stuff like this, you know, just abandoned boats basically.
One thing I like about Novice Lee is he's very knowledgeable in marine life, both the bottom of the floor of the sea and above it. Dolphins, knowledge about mammals, cold-blooded, warm-blooded. It's necessary as part of the library in our heads to know about the sentient beings that we need to protect and advocate for, because obviously the dolphins can't talk to us.
Well, here's the wind died down. Seagrass is a big part of the ecosystem that's very scarily dwindling very fast. And if that goes, a lot of things are going to go with it. Because the problem with seagrass is that there was a bunch of it, but it's a very, very slow growing. Out there so fast.
Sky?
Yeah, no, in the two of them right there.
Oh.
This is such a majestic view right in front of us over there, where the sun is on the left. That would be the Dunedin Causeway.
Be okay.
Or that's what we kayaked last time, where you see all of us struggling to go back to shore. See that stretch right there? It looks a little tiny, right? It looks like quarter mile or something. It seemed like 5 miles to me when the wind's blowing the opposite direction. I once dated this girl before becoming a monk. And she used to have a place where she sit and meditate. And I'm like, what? You meditate? Well, I was like 19 years old. And I'm like, what's the matter? You look sad. She says, I just want to save the ocean. Literally, she cried at a place similar to this. And I told her, well, you want to do marine biology, get your doctorate, get your master's, make a dent in the world. Get out, collect water samples, join FWC. And then, of course, I took a course with my professor who was with FWC, and when she was out collecting water sample from one of these residences here called FWC on FWC. Oh.
You know, the one thing at my school that you do right was in the marine bio class I had, they had all these extracurricular after school activities where you go help clean up trash, go and learn about stuff like this.
We're supposed to do that as monks so that we can show the world that you need to get out and take care of the environment. You clean your house, you get out and you clean your ocean, your beach. You know, I mean, look at the obesity rate in America. People don't get out and do stuff like volunteer. Like, get out and do something with your life. They sit there and binge watch Netflix all day long, Amazon Prime all day long. So we as monks, we inspire by and through our own change by getting up, getting out, and doing stuff.
Well, possibly coming
The Buddha was very adamant on the belly.
This one over here.
He really was. When I read that one sentence from the Buddha, how he dissented on, watch your belly, don't let it get too big. And I was like, oh boy, here we go. He does not like laziness, I'll tell you that.
And then have you ever noticed the statues in the west of the Buddha? Which is not the Buddha, obviously, but there are renditions of them.
The other lucky Buddha, the big belly Buddha, which historically does not exist. It's something they made up. If it wasn't for the sharks, I would swim like a fish in the water. I just spearhead down there and just start swimming, do my laps.
Super flat and calm right now too.
That's gorgeous. I would. Oh my! When I was a lifeguard, my supervisor Tom Finley, he would do these 20 laps back and forth from the pool, and I was so jealous. I was like so envious, and I was like, why can't I do that? I get tired after 2 laps. But I watched. He was so graceful. Like each stroke was so slow. It was like how is he afloat being that slow? Well, Tom was also 75 years old. So long and behold, right, I go to Burger King and I get myself a Whopper and eat this Whopper, right? And was so determined to do the same exact 20 laps and pace like him that I accomplished 20 laps, and I was so proud of myself. But I credit it to the Whopper.
I was friends with a lot of the swimmers on the swim team in my high school, and you know what a lot of the swim teams do, and especially like that compete like nationwide and worldwide, is they do imagination. Like they'll do their practices, but before the practice or before a big race or competition, they'll make them sit there with their eyes closed and imagine what they're doing and swimming and winning for almost as long, if not longer, than the practice. If I'm remembering correctly, and that actually has been proven to work.
Motivate them, yeah. It's the same practice the Vajrayana tradition do. A lot of imaginations. Like they literally sit there and they pretend like they are the Buddha. You are the Buddha. You are the living Buddha. Yeah, imagine the power of imagination, the whole psychology behind it.
Oh yeah. And I heard another one on one of the videos actually that you sent me. He was talking about that too. Like the guy who's older, but he still remember back when he used to swim.
Sorry.
And he said one of the coach of those. Imagine the air, each breath you take is just pure, clean oxygen. And then you just make them sit there and imagine.
You ever see you start blowing your nose the way that you did? I started paying attention to anything that obstructs my nasal. And this morning, my left was clear, but my right was still obstructed. And I was so frustrated. And I'm like, I want to breathe. And right now I have full access to them. And then I started thinking in my head, I started doing death meditation. I'm like, well, before I die, make sure my nasal passage is clear so I can take my 3 deep breaths and letting go. Nirvana at last. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Pretty good.
Your glasses are lovely.
Thank you. I got them at Marshall's.
Oh, you look really good.
In New York.
Oh, you got the hat. You got everything going for you. You got leather shoes and everything.
Are you into fashion?
No, clearly you're aging gracefully.
Well, I hope so. Anyway, are things biting? I got bit up last night.
No, they're not biting. No. He would be our first test subject. Sam behind me right here. Yeah, you're good. You're good. You're safe now. We all run together.
Man, you just can't take
I like your sunglasses too. These are just for sunset because they're not that strong. It's almost down.
There was a lot of story on aging
This
well.
is a low
She's got her
tide.
teeth and everything. Graceful. I'll be damned if I have my teeth when I'm old. Oh my god, the fish are jumping. Do you see that?
I told you, they were going crazy earlier.
Someone's chasing them?
No, those are mullet.
Oh.
Vegetarians. Schoolfish.
Look at that sunset.
Good one tonight.
Grace.
Oh, hazy clouds.
That woman holds all the secrets in aging well, living well, breathing well, letting go, forgiveness, faith, religion. Their face tells all, their whole body tells all. Body of evidence, what I call it.
It's like great out there. Probably screws some mullet. But around that time, I'm getting back in season.
For all my viewers, I hope you guys are listening to how I breathe. I'm really absorbing all of the ocean's oxygen has to offer, which is really rare. A lot of people live in polluted areas. And we pay a lot of money here in Pinellas County for this. The sun is setting. The sun is gracefully setting.
It's nice when the water's just flat because you can see all the fish up at the top.
That is gorgeous. Or King Kong's head. King Kong pops up.
Yeah.
Godzilla. Who said Godzilla? Godzilla? What did you say?
Me.
Say it.
All right there's your mullet.
Yeah. How'd you say it?
Gazia.
Good.
Yeah, seeing stuff like this, so it's just.
It stops you in the moment. You have no choice but to be in the moment. Oh my god.
Oh no, I'm talking about like these abandoned boats
Uh,
sitting in the seagrass. Oh, you know about the green flash?
I've seen them.
You don't get all the color
Really?
we did
Yeah.
all the way up. But you get a smooth transition all the way
A very lucky woman. I used to work on boats and I'd be out in the Gulf looking for it and, you know, worked out on boats for about 9 months, never saw it one time out of every sunset that I saw.
I didn't see it until I was in my 70s. The other thing I was always looking for was moonlight.
in your 70s, you move like you're 60.
Thank you.
Goodness.
But I grew up here. Everything's so built up. The traffic is just as bad as New York.
Oh yeah, well, we're getting there. Because everyone from Newark's coming down here.
It's true.
Can I ask you, if you were to say 5 things about happiness in life, what were the 5 things that constitutes? You hold a lot of secrets we young ones are looking for.
Having the sense of humor, that's the best. What else can we do? And the other thing that shocked me when I got down here is the popularity of Trump. I didn't think it would be such a blanket.
Oh yeah, the South. It's the South. That's right. I know.
So I could ask that.
So I'm afraid to open my mouth here.
You had to look left and right. Even out in the water.
Oh,
I'm done.
see,
I'm dead.
see. Probably not. Okay. I see how that is.
There goes Coast
Last
Guard.
night we got so bit up that we
It's starting now. Sun's going down.
Because I went in the pool last night.
In the pool doing backstrokes.
You saw me.
No. See, you have a sense of humor. See?
No, actually, I can't turn my head well enough, because of
Yeah.
arthritis to swim or crawl anymore. But I like to swim the backstroke. You can look at the sky and the birds and everything, but it's hard to know where you are. So that little pool is, I like to go and swim off Sand Key.
Mm.
Do you know Sand
I
Key?
do, yeah. Very nice.
Yeah, it is nice there. It's never that crowded because, I don't know, I think there's a strong undertow, so if you get over near the inlet,
Mhm.
there's a little bit, you'll have to watch what the tide's doing.
Now Sand Key, that's down in Clearwater, right? If I'm not
It's
mistaken.
right across the bridge from Clearwater
Yeah.
Beach.
Yeah,
But,
like kind of on the
it's-
further south.
Yeah, just across the bridge. It's a county park.
Oh yes. Okay. I know which one you're talking about now. Yeah, that's very nice down there.
The beach itself isn't all that great because there's not much sand.
Mhm.
Ironically, even not Sand Key. But Sand Key used to be all the way down where all the high rises.
Mhm.
And just a few years ago, you could drive out and park along and just pull off like people do on the causeway up here. And just go right in the water, and there's a little bit of sand beach there. But it's, I think they've dredged up a lot of shell for after some storm or something. So Sand Key now is kind of hard on your feet. You have to wear your flip flops right to the water. This is just beautiful. It was good last night because there were a few clouds.
Thank you all for joining us. You practice samadhi, your mind will be just like this water, still and calm, serene, tranquil.